All right, here we go. First off, I just want to say Grand Rising and welcome to today's Wednesday morning prayer and meditation. And we are reminding ourselves of how blessed we are. I know it's been a little rocky and it's been a little tough. It feels like what we're pushing through is a real thin space, but we're gonna make it through. We're gonna get through it. I know it's been challenging, and I think all I can say is for me, I feel like Spirit has been really bringing me to a place to show me who I am. Um, I have to believe it just as much as anybody else, and sometimes um, I need to be reminded that I'm blessed, that I'm not forgotten, that Spirit is always with me, and that I'm uncomfortable because I'm growing and I'm stretching and I'm being prepared for what's coming. And I like to use the word prepared as opposed to in pursuit, even though it's okay to be going after some things. But I want to prepare my mind to really look at it as I know that it's coming. So I'm getting myself ready to utilize it with the best intentions, right? To really be aware of and thankful and grateful, and then not waste it, not waste my time, not waste um, the purpose of whatever it is that I'm um, in receipt of. So I just wanted to remind us today that even though some of us are in a real challenging space, it's just hard, it's difficult, it's really taking a lot out of us to stand. It's really taking a lot out of us to keep a clear and sober mind. Um, we're still blessed. So that's how I wanted to come into this space today, is really um, celebrating and uplifting each other, reminding each other. My cousin, she always says, "You a bad bitch," and so I just want to remind all of us of who we are today. We some bad bitches, and even though sometimes it gets rough, it gets tough, and I just want to pray for each other's strength. So this morning, as we go into prayer, I'd like each of us, if it's in your heart, to come on and pray a prayer over the women in the group. Uh, Speak life into each and every one of us by bringing what we have into the circle, and really being in the mode of sisterhood this morning. We're really good at that, but today I just want us to be very intentional about encouraging each other to hold on, to adjust, make that adjustment, to do whatever it is that we have to do, reposition ourselves to find our strength and push through our legs, right? What we always say, lift with your legs, not your back. So take the weight off our backs and put it adjust. Is that okay with everybody this morning?
Ma'am.
Ashe. Ashe. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing the screen. So as we just close our eyes and take a deep breath and prepare our minds and our hearts to go into prayer, to be in that beautiful space of communing with Spirit. First, giving thanks to our Creator, Mother, Father, God, the source of our strength, the source of our life, and why and how we have our being. I give thanks to the ancestors for constantly being a sense of guidance, a beacon of light coming to us in those times of need, just when we just need to find our bearings and just hear a word of encouragement. I give thanks for the protection, the surrounding from our guided angels and our guardian angels, and just the entourage that's been assigned to each and every one of us. I give thanks. I give thanks for each and every one's assignment that we are fulfilling day by day, minute by minute as it unfolds to us, making decisions second by second to the fulfillment and the abundance of this life. I give thanks. I just want to open this floor this morning with a sense of gratitude and boldness and courage. I want to come encouraged today and encourage all of my sisters who are present on the line and who are with us in spirit, to keep pushing, to know that you're not alone. And it looks sometimes darkest before the day, before the dawn, right? And it seems like we have to go down so far to come up to that next level. And I just want to give thanks for each and everyone's resilience, for just their character as we are being tested and tried and pruned. So I just open the floor this morning for the voices of each and every sister, for the wails, for the victory calls, for the laughter, whatever it is that you bring to the circle this morning. I give thanks as we encourage one another to continue on, to continue to climb, to continue to shed, to continue to blossom without fainting. It gets rough, but you're not alone. Ashe. Ashe. Grand Rising Tanaway, thank you for joining us this morning. Give thanks.
Grand Rising, sister.
Yeah, it's beautiful to have you on the line this morning. We're recording this session, so I just want to let you know you're being recorded. But we're coming in this morning just encouraging one another, using today as a space to offer encouragement and support to one another in our prayer as we speak life into each other. Sometimes it's darkest before the day, and as we are growing and stretching and expanding, it can get a little bleak. It seems like it's just so much. Oh, okay. So Lenore, she says she has a migraine, so she's not going to make it. So let's keep her in our thoughts. She's usually a mainstay on the call. Just send her our love this morning, that she find healing, that her body be healed, and that her migraine subside. Would anyone like to start off this morning? Debonique, why don't you take the lead?
He said it, I was across the way. We're praying, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Father God, we come to you on this morning with humble hearts. First of all, for saying thank you. Thank you for keeping us in our right minds. Thank you for being the lead of our lives. Thank you for your voice. Thank you for your coverage. Thank you for your love. We thank you for having the minds to wake up and come together on this lovely Wednesday morning.
Yes.
There's not much to ask for, because if we look around, we already have everything we need within us and around us. And for that, we give you supreme gratitude. On today, as we go through our days, we ask that you direct our minds and our hearts. You said if you be lifted up, that through us, you would draw. Lord, help us to focus on the man in the mirror. Help us to pour the love that we seek to give the world through ourselves. Lord, filter it through our hearts. Lord, show us you through our eyes. We ask that you continue to download and use us to bring about light in the world.
Yes.
Restore your joy in our hearts. Give us the mind to surrender. Surrender to the process, because everything that is coming at us is for our goods. Give us the heart and the mind to understand that.
Yes.
I ask that you be with us during the day. Send your angels to be in our thoughts. And that's all I got. Grateful. I'm grateful.
Thanks.
I am grateful. Amen.
Thank you for the table being set so clear and so abundantly with gratitude. Thank you for opening up the floor for us to pour our hearts out in sincerity. I know I want to bring a prayer into this space. I just want to give encouragement to Angel, Sister Angel, just to keep pressing on. I pray that God continue to send people your way to open up streams of income and streams of support. I give thanks for those that are coming with the answers to your prayers. I give thanks for time being on your side. I give thanks for a sound mind and a healed heart. I pray that you continue to know that you are loved and that you are light, and that even though it's difficult and the task may seem arduous, that you're not forgotten. I pray that the outcome is favorable, that you have favor in every situation that is relevant right now. I pray that you be elevated, that you continue to draw exactly what it is that you need to you, that your words be fruitful and used to build, that you continue to stay positive, that you don't allow any negativity to cloud you and to begin to set up shop with you. I just continue to pray favor and love into this. Just hold on, be strong, remember who you are. God, just tear down any strongholds around her, anything that would prevent her from moving into her next phase with success and favor. Oh, we pray mercy and grace over her. And we're so grateful for our sister. We're so grateful that she's been such a pillar. She's done so much work in herself. And there's such an awareness and things that she had to accept that she's ready to accept now. And I just give thanks for that you are opening and giving her access to everything that she needs in her and outside of her, and that her actions are pinpointed and intentional. She's using everything that she has for her highest good. She's grounded, she's powerful, she's creative, she's loving, she's in her truth, she's a visionary, and she has detached herself from anything that would weigh her down, anything that would keep her stagnant. That she's moving with a God mind. I give thanks on this morning. Ashe.
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 Ashe. Anyone can jump in.
I say, thank you, Father, Mother God, for the day that you've given me. Thank you for the breath of life. Thank you for all of my systems in my body that's working in tandem to keep me healthy and whole. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for keeping me in my right mind. Thank you for giving me the strength and the courage to keep keeping on. Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Times my days are weary, but you give me the strength and the courage to keep going. Thank you. Thank you. I say thank you for my family. Thank you for my community. Thank you for my sisterhood. I say thank you for each and every individual on this call. I say thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for Adishina. Father, Mother God, encourage and keep our leaders lifted. Keep the individuals that help and pour into us lifted. Let's check on our strong people. Let's check on our leaders. They too need to be lifted and loved on just as much as they lift and love on others. Keep us lifted and empowered to take care of ourselves and take care of others. Let's not forget about us and the needs that we have. We're not being selfish when we take care of us. Say, keep us lifted. Thank you for all that you have done for me, all that you're doing for me, and all that I know in my heart's of heart that you will continue to do for me. Thank you. Thank you for all of the many blessings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My prayer this morning is thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. In your name, amen.
Give thanks. Give thanks. Thanks for gratitude. Gratefulness for thankfulness, the foundation for our strength, the root and the space where we find our joy and gratitude, going back and reflecting on those things, seen and unseen, how you brought us through, how you lifted us up, how you set us apart, how you gave us wings, how you laid us down to sleep and rest, how you made those things pass right over us, how the fire was hot but we didn't get burned. I give thanks for you this morning, for building in us a new mind, a new spirit, renewing our hearts, renewing the determination to move on. I give thanks for families this morning, for our homes, each and every home as it is built and created differently. We find solace and safety in that space, that those who are a part of that home begin to move in a way that is loving and kind, that anything that is off began to come to the surface so it can be dealt with, that healing can really, truly be manifest in our homes and the way we speak to each other and the way we see each other, giving us eyes, your eyes, as we look on our children, on our spouses, on our parents, on our loved ones, on our siblings, on whoever makes up our family dynamic. Give us your eyes, God. Give us your eyes so that we can remove our pain, our guilt, our shame, our anger, whatever it is that comes between us and families, that we can begin to remove that lens and see with your eyes, see the pain, see the journey, see what the other is journeying through at the time, understanding that and realizing that it's their journey, removing judgment, removing the need to one up, all those things that we give grace outside of our homes so much, but we don't give that same grace inside. We feel like we know those people too well to give them forgiveness, to give them second chances, to really sit with them and hold space for them, to move in such a way that we just move in love. And love doesn't mean laying ourselves down as doormats, but love means just holding that space, seeing that they are struggling, and just sending them love and light, whether it be from afar or up close and personal. But in those relationships where we can hold them in our arms and we can speak life into them, let our words be kind and loving. Let our hands be full of creative ways to bring comfort and solace and resolve in our homes. Let us cook our food and just cook love and hope and building them up, cooking foods that build their bodies and heal their bodies. Let us be the master healers in our homes. Oh, it is so important to bring humanity first into our homes, into our children, into our siblings, into our parents, into our spouses, our partners, into ourselves. Just that sense of humanity, growing it from home, tending to our own gardens. I bring that to the fire today. Resolve in our families, love in our families this morning. Ashe. Ashe. Mm. So we just continue to breathe, laying ourselves out in the stillness. The Spirit has brought a fog over us. Just envision that in your mind. The Spirit of the Lord is hovering over you, penetrating down into your body, attending to anything that needs attention, anything that's ailing you, in your body, in your mind, attuning your spirit, making those adjustments, allowing you to release, allowing you to receive, giving you another energetic jolt. Adjusting your thought process. Adjusting how you speak and use your words. From the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, allow the Spirit to move over you, healing any fissures, pulling out inflammation, congestion. Placing lovingly light, skilled hands, the master healer, clearing any blockages. Feel the weight upon you. Breathing in the goodness. And Mother, Father, God, feel that energy surge through your blood, creating new cells in your body full of life and luster. Allowing your gratitude to be your love language this morning. So grateful to the Most High. Thank you. Thank you for reviving every part of us. Going in and touching teeth, healing teeth, healing those sore spaces, touching Lenore, renewing our mind, removing any stress or strain, alleviating that migraine headache. Oh, thank you so much, Father, Mother, God, for caring for our fragile hearts, those who are dealing with loss, physical loss, opportunities. reminding them of your divine timing, the circle of life. Mm. This is strength to continue to do our work. Bind procrastination, bind fear and doubt. Give us tenacity, endurance. Oh, Father, bless us with the fulfillment of our dreams, the manifestation of our prayers. Remove any obstacles as we attract and pull those things that our heart desires. Bring those mates, bring those jobs, bring that peace, that stability, bring those finances, bring those conversations. Bring those support, bring whatever it is that we need to continue to build, expand, and accelerate. Continue to surround those in the struggle with your golden thread of light, reminding them of their magic, their brilliance, and how magnificent they are. Those whose bodies are transitioning, keep their spirits strong. Continue to encourage their spirit man. Continue to let their minds expand.
Provider, we can help you too.
Just give thanks on this morning. We are blessed beyond measure. We are victorious. We are strong, resilient. We are safe in your arms. We are healed. There is resolve. We are mighty. We are kind. We are soft. We are supple. Our hearts are pliable. Our minds are open and free. Our feet are light. The road before us is paved. It is clear. Our thoughts are high. Our words are building. Our sisterhood is strong. Our homes are healing. Our homes are our sanctuary. We walk in faith. We speak and command and bring these things into fruition, pulling them out the ether into this reality. Relationships are thriving. Our souls are quenched. Those bills are paid. That transportation is here. Our hearts are full. Give thanks on this morning. As we take in a deep breath through our nose, filling our bellies, releasing it slowly through the mouth, drawing our belly buttons in, breathing again through our nose. Allowing that breath in and then releasing it. In again, expanding our bellies, bringing in the fullness of life, and releasing any stagnant energy. Breathing in, exhale. Just allowing that breath to cleanse us. Breathing in the goodness. Opening our lungs. Releasing. This time we're going to breathe into our hearts. Expanding our hearts. And releasing. We're going to breathe into our third eye. Expanding our vision, our intuition. Releasing. We're going to breathe into our solar plexus, bringing in that power, expanding our might and our personal resolve, and releasing. Breathing into our wombs, expanding our creativity, opening up that portal of life, receiving life in abundance, and releasing. Breathing in stability, safety, grounding, and releasing. Breathing in through our crown chakra, releasing I am. Breathing in again through the crown chakra, releasing I am. One more time. Releasing I am. Returning to the normal breath. Allowing those affirmations to settle in the body. Relaxing the shoulders into those affirmations. Relaxing the brow into those affirmations. Relaxing the jaw into those affirmations. Wiggling your toes. Wiggling your fingers. Turn your head from side to side. Mm. We give thanks on this morning for the washing, for the purging, for the caressing, loving hand of Spirit, for the reminding, the settling in our spirit and our hearts, for taking dominion over our spaces, for loving ourselves enough to pray for ourselves, to light candles for ourselves, to light the sage for ourselves, to ring the bell for ourselves, to speak kind, encouraging, uplifting words to ourselves. As charity, blessings, love, hope, contentment, resilience, the knowing begins in us. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. All right, ladies, when you're ready, come into the space. I give thanks for the attunement this morning that Spirit has given us, allowing the Shoko Ray to come into the very presence of each and every one of us, present and not present, those who are intertwined into the space through their intentional mind to be a part of the sisterhood, who are with us in spirit, who are in need, and who received exactly what their spirit needed on this morning. I give thanks for the way Spirit just blanketed itself out over us and was the master healer, surgeon, dietitian, whatever we needed this morning. Attitude adjustment, depositing of new cells in our bodies, new energy, a new mindset, a new view, whatever it was we needed this morning. I give thanks. I give thanks for provision for those who are in need. I give thanks on this morning for new conversations, new connections. I give thanks that we laid it all and left it in the circle this morning. Release some of that weight. Cleared our chakras. Giving us a clearer stream of energy from our soles of our feet to the crowns of our head. The floor is open for anyone who'd like to input anything into the space before we close out this morning. Good morning, Sister Dharma. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
So good to hear your voice.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I could make it. I've been up
Ashe.
the last few times, but some kind of way I wasn't able to get in. Just, But then the second time I didn't, last week I didn't even tune in, but I'm glad I managed to tune in today, even late. Thank you.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Come on. Come on in, Debonique. You had something to say?
I did not. I did. I mean, well, I could have something to say, you know. So for the past couple of years, I have been going through it feels kind of like a soul transformation where things were happening and I knew they were all for my good, but it was just a lot of hard lessons. But those lessons, well, I guess it's not a but, those lessons are the reason why healing has taken place. And it's crazy because you think when you're healing that you just kind of want to be better. But the whole purpose of healing is to learn why, not just, oh, I'm not supposed to do that, or this is, it's like a deep dive into like the depths of your heart. And so in healing, it gets really gross. And there are a lot of things that you tucked away because you didn't want to see them. And you'd be surprised how far back the pain roots. And so when in healing, things you didn't know that was laying dormant now is being aggravated and everything is waking up, and it is painful because, say you go and you get some surgery, you just literally got your body cut open for something to come out or for a drastic change to take place in your system. And that first, when that medicine starts wearing off, which is the things that we settle for.
Yeah.
When the medicine wears off, your body starts to wake up. You feeling the where the incision started, where they done took it out, like parts of your body that you never felt activated are now activated because your body is magic and is healing. Well, our hearts and our souls are the same way. And I have gotten to this place where I was so broken, like all I needed God. Like it wasn't like nobody could tell me anything I didn't know. I knew, but the real lack was the relationship with God. Like I had completely abandoned it because I felt like I could do it a better way in myself, and you think about, no matter the religion or the way that somebody practices serving the God within, we are the face of God moving through space and time. And we are here, to show others. And if we are only showing up as a version of ourselves, we're not even able to attract the right things. Like everything is haywire, but it's all because, it's one system breaking down at a time. And so, okay, I'm healing. And I remember there was maybe a full year where I wake up and I was just sad. I could not escape the sadness and depression. Didn't matter if I was in a happy time, who I was around, but if I was laughing or not, every time there was a quiet moment, I would feel this pain. And lately, I don't feel it no more.
Good
I
thing.
don't, and I look around for it. You know, sometimes I poke myself to see, like, hey, are you really okay? You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Has it really passed?
Yeah,
Right.
like, is this real? Like, how I just feel numb on a cloud in a space of like suspended in a mindset of love
Mhm.
and joy. And even looking at other people, you know, we're not supposed to take anything personal, but we are people, you know,
Right.
like we need people. That is a gift from God. Like the lessons, the hard people teach us lessons, and there are people that make the journey light and easy. You know, there are people that everybody's for something. And
Mhm.
you know, I just, now that my eyes are becoming clearer and I have come to terms with some hard truths, and there's a lot more up in there. You know, every day
Mhm.
is something else. Like I wake up
Right.
ready for a
Right.
different awareness. I was going to say battle, but awareness every day. But it's like in the Bible, there's a verse that God said, and I don't know it verbatim, but there's a verse say, you know, the birds are fed every day without
Mhm.
question. You who
Mhm.
I made in my image, what I would, you know, what more? Like if I take care of the birds, how do you not understand that you are covered? You
Right.
know? And
Right.
he equips us every day. It's like in the Lord's prayers, give us this day our daily bread. You don't
Mhm.
have to fight for what happened yesterday, because what's done is done. You know, you
Mhm.
don't have to figure out what's ahead of you, because you making plans, but you already chose your path before you got here. And
Mhm.
so you got everything you need, and it's all about this one moment in time, this one, you know, it's being in the space, because for every minute today, you're building for a minute next year on
Ashe.
this day. And
Ashe.
so if you understand that I am in this moment and I am feeling, I am breathing, but I'm also making choices. Everything
Mhm.
is a choice. Like from the moment that you wake up, and you know, these are things that are in, but you decide to brush your teeth. You could walk past the sink and just walk out the door, you know,
Right.
but you know, you be torturing everybody else and yourself, because you can taste stinky breath, you know?
Oh,
And so, you know, you choose to do, and if you choose to walk, it's either love or a lack of love. That's all life is. Like either somebody is walking in love, the fruits of the spirit, love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness,
Mhm.
kindness, faith, and meekness.
Mhm.
So you either walk in there or you're not. Even if you're striving, it's either one, or yes or no. It's yes or no, you know?
Ashe.
And uh, when you surrender to like instant gratification, you know, you just let that go. And you
Mhm.
say, okay, this today I'm waking up and I'm brushing my teeth for a year from now, because every time I do this little action, this little thing, it's for tomorrow.
It's
And
preparing me.
yeah, it's for
It's a
tomorrow.
preparation. Ashe.
Absolutely. And so it's not so much about thinking, where am I going? You know, what I'm trying to get. Now you want that in place, because you got to have an idea of the direction, but you're loving yourself in order to be loved a year from now. You know, like you are
I
taking
like
care of
that.
yourself. You are making choices today for the
Mhm.
future you, because every action that you make, if you spend your money foolishly, a year from now, you're gonna be up the creek, you know?
Right.
So you make the decision.
I wanna go back to what you just said. You said
Okay.
if you love yourself. What did you say?
I
You
don't know.
said you said
You love yourself today for a year from now?
yeah.
I,
You're
I think.
making you're doing something today so that you're preparing yourself for a year from now. So you're
Yeah,
building.
it's like,
Yeah.
how do you eat an elephant? It's one
Yeah.
bite at a time.
Yeah.
And if the things come together, if you just walk today for today, don't be
Mhm.
worried about tomorrow, because truth be told, if you look back at your life and you see all the pockets that you've been in, you got
Mhm.
out of all of them. Every last one of them, like, escaped. And even if it was your doing or it was a doing, you made it. Like,
You made
celebrate.
it.
Today, there's a reason to celebrate, okay? Even
Gosh.
if you ain't where you away. Everything that you're doing, every moment of the day is pushing you forward. And so if you choose life, you go in the direction of life. And if you choose death, you go in the direction of death. Death being a negative mindset, surrounding yourself around negative people, not understanding the gratitude for the faith and the things that are poured over your life. You're going to go in that direction, and then you'll have more of
Mhm.
that to talk about, more of that to be sad about. But if you choose love and you choose
Mhm.
life, you say, this ain't serving me. I'm gonna let this
Mhm.
go.
So
And
Deb,
everything.
we're gonna put you right here because
Okay,
you brought it all the way back to this.
okay.
You are
All right.
blessed.
You are
Yes.
blessed. This is the day. Reminder that you are blessed beyond measure. Divine timing is always on your side, and the universe is constantly working in your favor.
Yes.
Your energy too.
Boom.
There it is.
I say, Sister Dama, I
Oh,
love
you,
your voice.
Mm-hmm.
oh, you heard that? I thought it was, oh my.
Nope, you're not on mute. You read it for us. Thank you, sis. You came right in on time.
Wow.
And thank you,
Beautiful.
Deb, because you brought us right back to the beginning. You brought us full circle this morning with your words of wisdom and your
I,
heartfelt
I,
expression. It is true. We are building. We are knocking it down, like you said, tiny bites at a time, and we are preparing, and we are creating a foundation every day with our decisions of what our next year is going to look like, of what our next situation is going to look like. Believe it or not, we are creating the life that we desire and we deserve, whether we are aware of it or not. And if your desires are high, then you are laying a foundation of ascension. But if you are stuck in a space of despair, fear, um, anguish, anger, anxiety, old habits, um, uh, just in that space of hopelessness, then you are making decisions out of survival mode, or even, um, like you said, um, taking the what's right now. I like the way you said it, but it was like you're using this, you're self-medicating, right? And you're numbing the pain. And so you're just taking whatever just to get over it. And we all have times in our lives when we do that. And so I give thanks that we are moving intentionally to not just take what's right in front of us right now that may not necessarily be the most um, effective and um, efficient thing. We're moving from that, but we're doing it strategically. We're doing it in an awareness of who we are. Um, we're showing up differently, so our needs are different. We're building instead of just throwing together this life. I know in my youth, I always shot from the hip,
Mhm.
whatever. It was always, okay, let's see. No thought was put into it. No, it was just, let's see if this will work. And that was great when I was young and I was energetic and I had a lot of uh, strength and energy to be tossed and tumbled. But now that I'm a little bit more advanced, I do not want all of that. I want the quickest way, the best way, the most effective way to do it. Ashe. And so I'm gonna put a little thought into it. I'm gonna prepare myself instead of just being pursuit, turning over every rock. I just want to turn over 3 rocks, not 300, Lord. Just 3.
Ashe.
Right?
Right.
That's it. Before we close this morning, I just want to give thanks for each and every one. Again, I want to thank you, Tandaway, for joining us this morning, and being a part of the circle, bringing your beautiful blessing and your spirit to the space. Of course, I want to thank Sister Dharma for coming in. It was beautiful to hear your voice again. And as always, Angel, Debonique, Denise, I give thanks for you guys being a mainstay.
Oh, sisters, I know we over time, but what just happened? The screen went blank.
That's okay. I just took
Okay,
it.
I know we over time, but I got it. Y'all, let me say this 3 minutes. I promise. I want to respond. I want to respond to my sister saying that, she woke up and it wasn't there. I don't know if you guys recall, like a few months ago when we were talking about these beasts that God put in our life, which was love and time.
Mhm.
And love in any form, whether it be self-love or love from a child or a grandchild or any type of love can melt down anything. And however we define time, which I realize that's an individual thing, but time is a beast too, because over time things will pass,
Mhm.
and I just want to say ashe, ashe, and I am so glad you woke up and you realize, okay, I'm not in that same state anymore, but these are things that bring us back to where we are today. These are things that God has blessed us with.
Mhm.
And the more we connect with that blessing, to know that we're okay, because we've been blessed long time ago, and we have things in our life that are constant, that bring about a deliberate action that we was given from God, and that is love and time. Ashe.
Mhm. Ashe.
Yeah.
Give thanks. Give
It is
thanks.
so gracious to be among you women of wisdom and faith and hope and charity and love. It is so gracious to be here today. To get this wisdom that God sent food. I really thank all of you.
Mm.
Thank you
Oh,
so much.
Oh,
Ashe.
yes.
I thank you
Ashe.
guys.
Yes, yes. So let me make you guys laugh, but it's kind of funny as we close up. It's just I know we are late, but so I've been having issues with my stomach, um, and it's just issues with my stomach because I need to get on track with my body. But it's so funny because last night I had a dream, and Angel, you'll be able to pick this up. So in my dream, of course, my dad came to me in my dream because I had used his restroom and stopped up his toilet, right? This is so funny. And so my dad is coming in, and true to form, my dad is like, "Where's my bleach?" He said, "Hand me my bleach." And so I could see his hands, I could see him so clear navigating through. Now, mind you, the house is no longer there. So we weren't in the house. We were in the framework of a house. We were in a space that didn't have any walls. It just had boards. It was just a frame of a house, right? There was no interior walls. And so every room that we went in, we were just walking through boards. And so I was cleaning up the bathroom, and he was like, "You need some bleach." And so he's like, "Hand me the bleach." And we're just talking and laughing. And then he says, "Tawana, somebody is here to see you. And he specifically said, your Uncle Pete. Angel, do we have an Uncle Pete?
Girl, yes.
He said, your Uncle Pete wants to see you. I said, I can't come. I'm still cleaning up. He said, well, it's okay. He said he'll come back and he's gonna bring some of your other uncles with him. So
Wow.
he'll be back. And I was like, okay. And I was just trying to clean up. And I was like, and my dad, he always had a lot of like um writing materials. He always had envelopes. He always had all this stuff. And so I was walking behind him outside under a shed that still was just, it wasn't no walls, but we were outside and it was like we were in Florida and the weather was like swampy. And I was like, Daddy, can I have this envelope? I said, I need to mail something. Can I have this envelope? He's like, take it, go on, take it. And I was like, Daddy, can I have this? He's like, yeah. But he kept saying, but you need to go on in there and clean up that toilet. You need to take that bleach. And I was just cracking up. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that because I just give thanks for the relationships beyond the veil. I give thanks that my dad comes to me in such a way that is just so him and just touches my heart when I need it. I have been creating these candles. It's called Crossing Over. And I was just asking Spirit if my magic was real. I was saying, is my magic? I was saying, I'm creating these candles. And I remember walking by the table and I said, my magic manifests. My magic manifests. And that's a term that my Nebbit head Bridget, she uses all the time. My magic manifests. And I was creating these candles for some of my sisters who have lost loved ones to create a meeting space for them. And here comes my dad to show me, to tell me, and to tell me that not only is he going to come to see me, but he's going to introduce me to my Uncle Pete. And so many more are coming. My heart is full. I give thanks on this morning.
Ashe. Ashe. That reminds me how we're surrounded by our ancestors and spirits and people who love us, you know, and that love is so amazing, so amazing. And I can hear you full this morning, but this is a space with our sisters that we could come into this space and it's a vulnerable, you could be vulnerable because we all love each other in this space. And
Yeah.
when we in this space, like, I remember telling you guys, if I could just make it to you guys and hear you guys talking and being in the circle, like I felt that I would be strengthened. And I just want to say Ashe, Ashe, and we're all here for each other.
Yeah.
And just know as the week go along, we're just not alone. We're with God, and we got ancestors. We got spirits surrounding us, family member, people who truly love us.
Yes.
And now I'm emotional because Uncle Pete really loved me, and I knew it. And he showed it to me. You know what I mean?
Ashe.
He was one of the ones in my life that he saw me,
Yeah.
and he was a tall, slender, professional guy. And just like my voice is high pitched, his voice was very deep, like Tiger. He nicknamed me Tiger. And he'd say, Tiger. And it was so deep. And we just laughed. We laughed till we cried. And he was just a man that you wouldn't even think that he would love you so. But throughout my life, he would call me and I wasn't even expecting it. And he said, Tiger. And I knew who it was, and I was like, yes, Uncle Pete. And he said, I love you. I say, right. When I first decided I wanted a divorce, he called me out of the blue. He said, you don't think you can stay in the marriage for the children? I say, Uncle Pete, I gotta go. He said, all right, Tiger. I love you. And I'll be praying for you.
Well, Daddy
I
was
say,
trying to introduce me to him. He said, he called my name, Tawana. You got somebody here that want to meet you. Your Uncle Pete want to see you. I said, I can't come yet. I'm still cleaning up. He said, that's all right. He'll come back and he gonna bring some of your other uncles with him too. I said, wow. So let's close on that high note, just giving thanks to the space this morning, the way Spirit met us and just did the adjustments and the attunements in us on this morning, giving thanks for the blessing that's going to go out from this call, giving thanks for the energy that we are receiving today to take throughout the rest of our day and the rest of the week. I give thanks for this platform, this space, this indigo rising, this healing as we become whole, as we are resolved in the knowing of our greatness, of our magic, of our brilliance. Ashe,
Ashe,
Ashe, and Ashe.
Ashe, Ashe.
All right, ladies.
hey, have a nice week, sisters. Well, the week's almost over, but
Right. Yes.